There are a few reasons behind World War I, but the largest reason was due to the assassination of Franz Ferdinand. Franz Ferdinand was an Austro-Hungarian archduke and heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne. However, he was a prime target for a group of Serbian extremists looking to expand their borders, an underground group of radicals called the Black Hand. So, in June 1914, when Franz Ferdinand visited a town in the southern provinces of Austria-Hungary called Sarajevo, the Black Hand realized that this could be their chance to get control of the provinces by assassinating one of their leaders, therefore creating a Greater Serbia or an independent Yugoslavia. However, after the plan was executed, it became apparent that both sides had lost, and soon after, one of the largest wars in history would be sparked. World War I, Part 1, The Assassination of Franz Ferdinand. Franz Ferdinand was simply trying to work with the local mayor to check that the area was still stable. The Black Hand read through his route of getting through the city, and prepared themselves to make sure that they assassinated Ferdinand by placing 3 assassins along the road, 2 armed with bombs, and 1 armed with a bomb and a pistol. The motorcade started to roll through town. The first assassin failed to act. Maybe he forgot his bomb at home. The second assassin also failed to act. The third assassin, Nedeljko Kabrinovic, did act. However, his attempt might just be the worst assassination attempt in the history of assassinations. When the motorcade approached over a bridge, Kabrinovic was armed with a single bomb. Realizing that this was his time to shine and make his fellow Serbs proud, he threw the bomb as soon as it came in range. However, his timing was a little bit off. The bomb either missed, bounced off, or was pushed away from the car, and then detonated next to the other car, creating a small crater and injuring a couple dozen spectators. Realizing that he just failed to hit a car with a bomb at close range, he decided that he had to commit to the last resort, suicide. He swallowed a cyanide pill and jumped into the river below the bridge. But there were 2 problems. The river was only 5 inches deep, and the cyanide pill was pretty old and it just made him throw up. The police waded into the river and let the crowd beat him up. Such is the tale of Kabrinovic, the worst assassin in the history of assassins. After that happened, Ferdinand went to the town hall to talk to the mayor. He was a bit perturbed and disgruntled at how he was almost killed, but eventually they laughed it off and he was fine with it. However, there was still the possibility of Black Hand members being out there in the streets, just ready to try and bomb him again. So instead of following their planned schedule, they decided to take a surprise visit to the hospital to see how the bombing victims of an earlier attack were doing. This would surprise the Black Hand for sure, and for sure it did. The driver took a wrong turn on getting to the hospital, and ended up in the old section of Sarajevo, where the roads were meant more for horses than people with motorized vehicles. They got stuck at a sharp turn. Meanwhile, one of the Black Hand members, Gavrilo Princip, was sitting at a cafe, drinking coffee, and contemplating with one of his pals on how to explain where they went wrong to their boss. He turned around to the noise of some sort of engine. There he was, Franz Ferdinand, stuck in a corner, while his driver was trying to nudge around the turn. Gavrilo Princip realized that this was his lucky day. He took a sip of his coffee, lightly put down his coffee, pistol-whipped the pedestrian, and then killed the Archduke and his wife. Next time, World War I begins. Same history time, same history channel.